Hello one and all, this is WellArmedWithTacos. Welcome back to Let's Play Neverwinter Nights. When we last left off, we were still in the Nymph's home, and we shouldn't be in here much longer because there's only 3 doors left. The Nymph is probably behind one of them, and I'm going to continue to fail to say the word Nymph. And I think these 3 doors lead to the same spot. And we have found the Nymph. Approaching the Nymph will end in nothing but good, I'm sure. That is a jest. This is going to go horribly. No, I will not allow you to kill me. Nature's creatures must be protected. I am far too tired to read this in any kind of voice, so you're going to get the flat voice tonight. I say tonight. You could be watching this video at any time. Now you are mine, and she casts a charm spell on me. But did it work? Foolish man. I don't know why you thought you could just steal into my house. I've never heard that expression. Kill my slaves and destroy another of nature's protectors. But now you have fallen to my charms. Now bow to your mistress. I'm going to go with the middle one because that is definitely the most Jericho. If you're trying to dominate me with your powers, you have failed. If you want to die, just try and do it again. No! How is this possible? What has happened to my powers? I don't really care about your powers. Now that we know they are gone, why don't you tell me what is going on here? You mean you didn't come here to destroy me? I came here to talk and was attacked before I had the chance. Why would you think I came here to kill you? Oh, this is terrible. I'm so sorry, but I was certain that you... I don't know why I thought that now. There is nothing I can do to make up for this. It was wrong. How is that possible? Also, how are we able to resist the charm? Because that hasn't been properly explained yet. Other than, you know, plot armor. You were here to kill me. That was what I thought the moment I felt your presence near my tree. I just wanted to stop you. Could you ever forgive me? Fine. I guess I can forgive you, but I expect you to help me in any way you can now. Oh, thank you, Master. Why are you suddenly calling me Master? You are very kind. I will do whatever I can to help you. I just wish I still had my powers. I don't know why they have become so weakened. You still have enough power to control your slaves. Just barely. My ability to control them has been weakening for a while now. A couple of weeks ago, I was down by the river, watching the fish jump, when I felt the presence of danger. I looked around, then scrambled up the bank and into a grove of trees. I couldn't see anything, yet the fear kept growing. Suddenly, there was a scream in my mind that felt like someone had stabbed a dagger into my brain. I was overcome by the power of it and fell to the ground unconscious. When I woke up, the fear was still there, and I sensed that the whole forest was in pain. What could have caused that? It was the spirit of the wood. I have been sensing its pain and fear ever since that day. It is constantly screaming for help. It is all I can do to keep my sanity. Indeed, I guess you have experienced just how I am losing the battle. As time passed, I began to keep myself closer to home. Until recently I have not even been able to leave my room. So great is the fear. You have suffered greatly. I suppose anyone would have trouble retaining their sanity. That is very comforting to hear you say. I feel as though you give me strength. The fear is not as consuming when we speak. Well, I guess there is more I should tell you. The first time a person came near my tree, I took him with my power and kept him to guard my home. The next few were easy too, but they started to get harder and harder. Now I have no power left, as you can see. Don't know what to do now. To do my job, I need to get to the spirit of the wood. Can you help me? I don't think that's possible. The spirit is a creature of both life and death, and only he can enter the portal to the other realm. There must be a way. Where is this portal? The portal is in a pool below a waterfall. but finding it won't help you. It wouldn't help anyone. Are you sure the spirit is the only creature to ever enter the pool? Well, several have tried, but no, that's not a good solution. Forget it. The spirit is the only one who can do so successfully. You were going to say something else. You must tell me, please. There was a druid, a long time ago, who claimed he had figured out how to enter the spirit's realm. He said he had been studying it for years and had finally pieced it together. He didn't tell me how he was going to enter, but I was curious, so I followed him. He went to the pool and built an altar, but then he did the strangest thing. He took out a dagger and plunged it into his own chest. His body slipped below the surface of the water. When I went over to the pool, it was gone. Maybe he made it to the realm, but if he was dead when he got there, I'm not sure it was worth it. Others have tried through the years, but their bodies just lay there decomposing. Most of the others. What do you mean, most of the others? This is important. The dwarf came here a few weeks ago. He was fierce and mean and seemed immune to my charms. He asked me about the dagger that the druid used to kill himself. I don't know how he knew about the druid, but I had kept the dagger as a keepsake of the druid. When he threatened me, I gave it to him. I never saw the dwarf again, but shortly before everything started going wrong in the forest. I found the dagger in front of the altar. Was the dwarf's body in the pool? No, now that you mention it, his corpse wasn't there. I need that dagger. Do you have it? I brought it back here, but I don't remember where I put it because the pain hit me before I made it back here. I'm sure it's somewhere at my house, though, if you want to look around. You should be able to find it, but you shouldn't use it. I don't want any other death on my hands. They're so bloody already. Is there anything else you can tell me that might help? I can't think of anything else that would help, but I will answer any questions that you have. What do you know about the witch Satara? Oh, she is terribly ugly, old crone. She is a terribly ugly old crone. You don't want to have anything to do with her. I can't even bear to look on her. So I refuse to allow her anywhere near my tree. I don't even like to talk about her. It disturbs me that much. Is there anything else I can do? That's all I can think for now. Farewell. Good luck in your quest. I'm truly sorry for the harm I brought you and the death of my slaves, for which I am wholly to blame. I did kill them, but the whole control thing is your fault. And by, I don't know where the dagger is, you mean, I haven't bothered to look in the chest right next to me. The Mirror of Vanity. The magic Mirror of Vanity offers the viewer an image of themselves that is incredibly attractive. In fact, the image is so perfect that many viewers become lost in the illusion, believing themselves to hold greater physical charms than they really do. We're going to take that. This one we don't want, though. We're taking that book just in case we need to use it later on the witch. Not a guarantee that we'll have to, but we might. And now, we get to leave the nymph's house. The nymphs. Blah. Leave the place. We are leaving. It is this way out. So, our remaining options are to go either into the cave or deeper into the woods. Let's go to the cave first. I suspect the cave is going to have something to do with the werewolves we've been looking after. But before we do, let us make our first save of the video, because it would be a shame to have to redo all that conversation. Save 108. Let's see. There is a adder cap. Interesting.
Taste of my wrath!
And also slightly intimidating. Adder caps are basically humanoid spider creatures that really like to make their domain in spider lairs. And considering I just found a webbed cocoon, we are probably in a spider's lair. So, killing more spiders. And there are quite a few spiders right now that really intimidate me. Face spiders are pretty high on the list, although their rate is effortless. But I do want to kill that before it warps around. That one is the one I'm scared of, but apparently a sword spider is considered effortless as well. Sword spiders are nasty. I do not recall if we've encountered sword spiders previously in this Let's Play up to now. I believe we have, and it truly is effortless. I suppose when you get down to it, we are a 9th level character. No, I'm sorry, we're 10th level at this point. Doesn't feel like it most of the time. I still feel some of our gear is a little bit pitiful for a 10th level hero, but it is what it is. The game is not generous with the loot. There's a dire mace there. Can I tell it is? No. Well, as soon as I say the game is not very generous with its loot, it throws me a magical dire mace of some sort. Which theoretically would go for a lot of money, but it's probably only going to go for a couple hundred in this game system. Typically in 3rd edition, sales are supposed to be for half value of the item. I don't think they're letting me get half because the game is trying to use the charisma score and the bargaining score as tools against me to not let me have as high results as I should with my sales.
Taste of my wrath!
I have really been poisoned. Constitution decrease. I'm entangled by webs, which is no big deal. Did the other cap have anything? It had thieves' tools. I'm always thankful to see thieves' tools. And more thieves' tools. I'm always happy to see more thieves' tools. I'm not happy to see the game is apparently struggling. I just saved on the poison there. And stopped resting. Oh, apparently an enemy wandered nearby and then it made us stop resting. Because they're like right over there. And the con negative is gone. Good. Let's get Elaine back. Let's get the boar back. And let's save. If only so that the random loot we get, if we have to reload, can be the same. I don't know what I'm trying to say there. Basically, I'm happy that we're getting all these thieves tools, and I don't want to have to reload and potentially lose out on them. That is what I'm trying to say. Those are the words I'm looking for. Vaguely, somewhat. Can you tell that I'm tired? The face spider, which we're not supposedly all that worried about, just killed the boar. Like, the boar is dead. Objectively dead. 12 gold on that body. Potion of cure critical wounds on that body. Lots of frame rate failure. Just another cap silk gland, which we will ignore. Have another etacap, which I will begin shooting. We have a ranged weapon for a reason. There's a face spider there. Sometimes I wish I'd picked the more utilitarian classes, like a cleric. See if I can get Elaine out of there without dying. That way I could just do a whole bunch of different things if I were a cleric, but it's been a while since I played something like a ranger, so I wanted to give it a shot. I rarely play rangers. I'm a tabletop person. I'm sure I've said that before. I actually should probably just begin violently shoving potions of cure light wounds down Elaine's throat. I say that a lot, but it still remains true. Those ones are going to come around. Let's give them a minute. We should meet them around here. Yep, there they are.
Let the earth take you.
I don't know why phase spiders continue to walk towards us. Maybe that's why the game is struggling so much, because it's trying to program in their phasing, like trying to load it in, and it's failing to. Phase spiders can basically blink. Not blink as in like a human eyeball blinking, blink as in spontaneously teleport. They can spontaneously teleport without failure, with perfect accuracy, basically anywhere they want to go, which is usually anywhere they can see, anytime they want. That's why they're called phase spiders. And why those ones are not phasing, I don't know. Maybe they're just polite phase spiders. That was a lot of valuables inside that little thing. I'm not saving as often as I should be, because it doesn't seem like this area is being all that difficult, but I'm sure it will pick up difficulty at some point. Or error caps to me right now. They're considered effortless. To be fair, I could have come here, like, first. Like, one of the first places I could have gone as soon as we got to Port Last was right here, so. I'm still entangled. And now I am no longer entangled. Ha! A web spell inside of a web. Oh, the irony. Malachite gem. A single gold coin. I've found worse things before. 24 arrows of the vampire. Which not only will I take, I will put right in the bag. I believe this bag. Yes. Why do you say the container is full? Because it is full. How do I fit the rest of these in there? I don't. Fine. I don't like arrows of the vampire that much anyways. No doubt Jericho will switch to them at the earliest convenience. I could shoot that spider and wait for it to walk towards us, but I won't. Let's finish looting the rest of these. 14 bucks. And 8 bucks. And more spiders. I'm waiting for the difficult encounter in here, and I'm gonna regret saying that, but... Poor Elaine. She's not built for these fights. I wonder if I could actually look at Elaine's profile. No. Druid level 1 or range level 6. An animal companion may be summoned once per day until killed or unsummoned. Ah! See that? That's a magical something. That is the dangerous fight I've been looking for. And we are going to save before we go find out whatever is doing that. We're also near the end of the video, but we'll have to go a little further because we're going to find out what this is. This is a queen spider. Challenge rating, impossible. Though not true dire creatures, these spiders are nevertheless fearsome to behold and appear to act with more cunning than their common cousins.
Let the earth take you!
Well, let's kill an impossible to kill spider. I believe it has stone skin on it, which is why I am unable to...
My attack has no effect.
It is chittering at us.
Pack is too heavy.
I have been poisoned, and my strength has been decreased, which is why I'm suddenly encumbered. And that effect is gone, so we can now start hurting it quite effectively. I don't know what you just cast, Lingy, but I don't think it did very much. I don't think the challenge rating Impossible Spider is posing much of a threat yet. That said, we haven't beaten it yet. It's not hitting very consistently. I'm not holding my breath. I'm waiting for it to pull out some bullcrap move. I remember the spider from the house in the original city. That impossible to kill one. It wasn't even worth the loot. Well, it's dead. So, impossible? Perhaps not. But for our impossible level encounter, we get no loot. To be fair, it wasn't that difficult. Thank you all for watching. This is WellArmedWithTacos signing off, and when we come back, more Neverwinter Nights. I'll see you later. Take care, and bye-bye.